Hello, hello. One of the wonderful things about my job is that I get to connect with people deeply, intimately, quickly because we are looking at what needs to shift. That's usually pretty deeply personal in their life, and uh, it's such a delicious feeling when people get to that aha moment of when they realize that they've been hanging on to something or relating to something in a way that isn't serving them, isn't making their life work, is actually misaligned with their goals and the desired life that they want to leave. So one of the things that comes up a lot, as we've talked about in a couple of other videos, is money. Money, money, money. We are so wacky about it. I mean, and all of us at some point or another are wacky about it. We've got a lot of funny sayings about it. Penny wise, pound foolish. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money is the root of all evil. Like, money gets a bad rap, and it's hilarious because we invented it. It's not even real. Like, the piece of paper that is the dollar bill or is the pound or is whatever doesn't actually mean anything except for the meaning we assign it. And so I have been thinking a lot about the meaning I've assigned it over the years. And I, all of that meaning that I assigned it was learned, like it probably is for you, and learned not just by the way I was raised, but by what we see out in community, what we see in the media, what we make up about when someone has a particular kind of purse or a particular kind of car. Um, the meaning is all in what we assign it, which is really simple to get intellectually until we realize or think about how much it's running us. When we make a decision about that we don't even make a decision, we suddenly are behaving differently about with people who have more than, or that we perceive to have more than, or that we perceive are doing better than us or worse than us financially. And then it's just a very different mindset, and without awareness, it can get us into trouble. I, for a long time, suffered over money. Money was hard to make, it was hard to keep, there was never enough. Uh, I would hear people talk about extra money, and I'd be like, who has extra money? What is that, like money sitting in a drawer you're not going to use? I pretty much had plans for every dollar, every dime that was going to come in. And oftentimes it was already out the door before it came in the door. And I know that a number of people can relate to that because I hear that story. Other people have I can't spend any of it because I might not get any more. There's all these different stories that we have about money. And one of the beautiful things about getting really aware of yours is then you can shift it. So I had shifted mine intellectually. I had done the hard work of I'm going to relate to it like it's abundant, and I had all these practices, and I think I had done a lot of work at a conscious level. But what really made the difference for me was some NLP work, neuro linguistic programming work that I did with a coach around shifting the unconscious relationship I had with money. And man, did that make a massive difference. My assignment after I did the NLP work was on every one of my walks in the woods, as I often do. Every piece of wood I saw had a monetary representation. The little tiny twig on the ground, the big old trees, like there was money everywhere. Some of it was not even, you couldn't even see it. There was so much of it because the woods are so dense. And just walking through and experiencing the feeling state of, if I related to money like it was truly just everywhere, like the wood is in the woods, the wood is in the forest, how would that change my ease and flow with money? And it was an amazing practice. And I still, to this day, there are times where I'll remember, because this was a few years ago, occasionally I'll remember, and I'll just get present to the amount of wood that's surrounding me in the forest, because that's money. That's money in our world. Currency is everywhere, and it really is all in how we relate to it. If you want to know more about this, in my next video, I'm going to walk through a change journey with money. And it's actually a change journey that I use inside of my company all the time. But I'm going to specifically walk you through an exercise that will support you in shifting your relationship with money so you can up level it, so you can have your next level of relationship with money, that next level of abundance that's available. Well, if you would like to be notified when that video goes live, just put money in the comments below. And when you do that, I want you to feel love for that word, not love for money, but love for the experience of the abundance of money. So if you would like to get notified when that money change video comes alive, put money in the comments below. And I wish you a very happy day.